During a food shoot, someone looked over my shoulder and said, "Hey, that's your thing, right? You always put the food or drink right at the edge of the table." And I never noticed I did that. I spent years trying to invent a style. I thought it meant deciding what my photography should look like, a color palette, a preset, or maybe a recognizable subject throughout my photographs. So my style wasn't something I had to invent. It was already running through my work. Just somebody else spotted it before I did. The question was never what should my work look like, it was what do I keep doing that I am not noticing. When photographers talk about style, we usually start with the most visual things. Color, contrast, grain, effects, the way the image was edited. Those choices matter, but by the time you open the editing software, all the choices that you've made that make your style unique are already made. This means choosing the lens, location, subject, lighting, what do you choose to put in the frame or what you choose to left out, if you want a wide shot or a detailed shot, all those choices make your style. You decided beforehand what the viewer needed to understand. Most of that doesn't feel like a decision in that moment because it just feels natural. It's just the way you respond to the world, to what's in front of you. So when the same instinct starts appearing in dozens of photographs, it stops being a coincidence and starts being a pattern. Once it was pointed out to me, I went back through years of food and drink work and it was everywhere. The plate or the glass sitting right at the edge of the table instead of in the center of it. I never decided that was going to be my thing. There was no mood board for it. I just kept doing it shoot after shoot without registering it was a choice. The placement of the plate wasn't a deliberate decision to make it my style. I just wanted to do something different. Because to me, putting the plate at the center of the table wasn't enough. It can work sometimes. I just wanted to try something out. And I just kept doing it again and again. And that's the distinction. A pattern, it's not a style just because it repeats. It's a style because it's a decision underneath the repetition. So here's how to find yours. Pull photographs from your own archive. You don't have to choose the ones that performed well. Don't worry about if they are in the same set. Let them come from different years, cameras, genres. That variation is what makes the exercise work. Once you have them together, stop judging them one by one. Look at what repeats. What subjects do you keep returning? What's the lighting that you're using? What compositions do you use the most? Answer as literally as you can. Don't say my work is cinematic. Don't say my work is moody. Don't say my work is romantic. Those are not characteristics of a style. Those are aesthetic labels. They do not describe what you're trying to achieve with your photographs. Because you're trying to describe a decision, you're not trying to describe a mood. For example, when I do product shoots, I always like to put the product in the center. It's something that I keep seeing over and over again. When I'm doing advertising, I always like to bring in some action, some movement, something that denotes that this is alive. It's not just a static product. Or when I'm doing portraits, I always like to capture the emotion, the genuine smile, or the true essence of the person that I am photographing. None of us builds this attention alone. We learn from photographs, films, music, art, paintings. We see something we admire and we try to understand how it was made. Having influence is not a problem. Imitation is part of the learning in every creative language. The problem is when we start copying without understanding what we are doing or the decision behind it. Instead of asking how this was edited or what settings did they use, ask why the photographer stand where it stand, or why he chose to put the subject in that place, why the lighting is set up the way it is, why that specific moment, why that specific space. Then try the ideas yourself. If you want to try the same lighting, the same composition, you just need to pay attention to what are you pushing back, because these decisions are made by somebody else. You're just trying to understand what it is. And if you feel a pushback, that means that it's not a natural decision to you. Maybe your instinct pushes you in another direction. That disagreement is a useful part. This is where the influence stops being someone else's and starts passing through your own experience. Once you find out your pattern, don't just decide this is going to be my style forever. Try to put constraints in it. For example, choose just one lens, choose just one location, or just one style of lighting. These constraints are not to force your style. It removes the noise because with fewer options, you start seeing your preferences a little bit better. Then you can go back and analyze whatever decisions you make felt natural, and analyze if some of the pictures that you took surprise you, because maybe those limitations are triggering something in you that could be your future style. Remember, this is to feel which decisions feel natural and which decisions felt forced. This is not proving you have a style, this is just to gather information of what are your preferences. Whatever you find doesn't mean it's permanent. Remember, your attention can move through the years. Maybe a work, relationship, other stuff that happens can change what moves you to photograph something. So yeah, the style is a pattern left behind by attention. It's not something you put over your image and it's done. It develops through the things you keep coming back to. What decisions feel natural to you? What lenses do you use? What style of lighting do you want? What do you absorb from others? And what are your influences to make those decisions? Instead of asking, what should my photos look like? You should just look at yourself and see what stops you to take a picture. Pull your images from the archive, put them next to each other, and find the honest pattern. Your style is probably already there. Not in the photos that you want to make, but in the photos you already did. So if you try this exercise, let me know what you find out. See you in the next one.